Hey y'all, this is Colin from the Life of Logos podcast. I want to start today by a question. When was the last time that you felt understood, seen, and appreciated at work? I've been given the honor of being able to work with a number of Gen Z individuals on my team. And what I've noticed about Gen Z is that these individuals are not motivated in the same way that older generations are. Gen Z tends to be more impact oriented, while millennials and older tend to be more rewards oriented. This generation tends to prosper and do well when they're listened to and understood, as opposed to other generations where you can simply yell at them until they comply. This generation has taught me more about leadership than any of my peers or anybody older ever has. I started this company maybe a few months ago, and repetitively, day in and day out, through many struggles, obstacles, and potential valleys, found this has been one of the most rewarding positions of my entire life. And it's not because of the work that we do, and it's not because of the profit that we've yielded, because we haven't yielded any yet, but it's because of the team that I get to work with. The people who work on my team I've found to be insightful in ways that older generations simply aren't. And I'm not saying that just to gas up Gen Z, because they have their own weird idiosyncrasies as well, 6 or 7 of them. However, they tend to be people who are not easily motivated by money. Us millennials, and I would say the generations older than that, tend to be motivated by money in such a way that we are able to compromise that which we actually believe in on a personal level in order to get the dollar or to make the funds, to yield the results. What I found with Gen Z is that the opposite is true. That it doesn't actually matter the amount of money that you're willing to throw at them if they are not bought in on their own, if they are not people who are listened to and understood and set in a direction that compels their own purposes, then they're very difficult to motivate. And that's not to say that they're not negotiable, because they're actually highly negotiable people. And if you can tie the purpose to them, then it becomes easy to work with them and achieve a common goal. I remember a conversation that I was having with their old manager. And when I was discussing this with their manager, they said that and I quote, they're Gen Z, so they really don't care. They have their own version of the truth, that what they may say to you may be something completely different than what is. And I was appalled on behalf of Gen Z. How dare you say something like that? The truth of it is there really are no bad teams. There are just bad leaders. And the thing that I believe that my generation and older generations need to learn to do above all else is learn to listen. Because if you can listen to what a person in really any age group is saying, they'll tell you what they want. They'll tell you what's important to them. They'll tell you what you need to do in order to win their commitment, their compassion, their trust. All you have to do is listen. And better yet, I'll tell you this much. In my short time working with these individuals, I can tell you that they have taught me more about leadership, about patience, about compassion, about temperance than I have learned in my entire life prior to working with them. And to those on my team, thank you. You've made me a better man and a better leader, a more empathetic leader, one that does not refer to brute force or monetary reward in order to get you to do what you need to do. I've been blessed and honored to have some of the finest people in Gen Z working on my team. And I know that they trust me and that I trust them. And because of that, our team is far more resilient than I could have asked for. Now that we are in a period where it is a little bit stressful and we have to be able to overcome in the face of all kinds of different issues and adversities, I know that I can rely on them. Because I know that they see clearly a vision that is one and with them at the same time. Because we have that unified purpose, I'm confident that we will be able to achieve our goals and to move past that into creating the future that is of value, one of purpose and impact. I'm confident in that. And because of them, because of the Gen Z on my team, I say thank you. This is Colin, and this is Life of Logos, and we'll talk to you next time.